I want to say apologize from the Russian man because I'm Russian myself. And I think his way of trying to become famous or popular is not good.
The Russian guy who's been picking chicks all over the country, going to church, he does not discriminate. An equal opportunity eater.
And as long as you're alive.
I'm just watching those videos about this new Russian scandal with the Kenyan and Ghanaian women. What can I say? From one side, it is very, very shocking to me. And
Russian man sleeping with African women and recording them without consent. How did this even happen? That is a question many people in Ghana, Kenya, and across Africa are asking right now. A foreign man comes into African countries, meets women on the streets, in the malls, along the road, talks to them, follows them home, or invites them to his place, spends the night with them, secretly records private moments, and then uploads those videos online for the world to see. And somehow, he walks free? How? And what does this say about us? This Russian man who visited Ghana for just a week has over 100 plus videos he recorded on his page about how he was able to lure these women in his bed shortly after talking with them and getting their contacts. These videos are publicly shared in his YouTube account and TikTok. In this video, we examined what happened, the legal questions being raised, and why this issue has sparked outrage across Africa. Why hasn't there been an arrest? What do Ghana and Kenya's law say about recording without consent? And what does this mean for digital safety and awareness in today's world? This is not just about one viral video. It is about respect, privacy, consent, and the protection of African women in this digital age. I know this topic is emotional, but please watch to the end before forming an opinion. The full picture really matters. The man at the center of this controversy is a Russian content creator known online as Yesevlavs, reportedly named Vyacheslav Trahov. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that very well. I'm not a Russian. He traveled to African countries including Ghana and Kenya. According to multiple reports and viral clips circulating online, he approached women in public places, malls, streets, and other busy areas, started conversations with them, exchanged contacts, and later met them again in private. The disturbing part is not just that he met adult women. Adults are free to make their own decisions. The real issue is that many of these women did not know they were being recorded during their private moments. The videos later appeared online, some shared publicly, others placed behind paid channels. Consent to meet someone is not consent to be filmed. Consent to spend time together is not consent to be broadcasted to the world. This is where the outrage comes from. In one circulating clip, a woman is seen confronting him, questioning why he did not use protection and why he recorded her.
You didn't pay my child until I get there. And you sleep with me unprotectedly, and you're telling me to go. You are mad.
Wait. Hey.
I said, more problem.
That clip alone raised serious alarm, not just about health concerns, but about trust, safety, and respect. While there is no verified evidence that he has HIV or any disease, the fear spread quickly online. Rumors moved faster than facts, and in situations like this, rumors can damage lives even more. According to the message circulated online, this said girl asked the Russian guy for transport to go back home, which he refused, and this led to the outbursts. Many online are saying that it is not even the money that is making these girls go after him. It is just the skin color. And you see this issue, I'm going to talk about it in the course of this video. So let's go back to where I was coming from. The videos recorded, the women who appeared unaware, and the clips being shared online. That alone is enough to ask serious questions why he has not been arrested. In Ghana, recording intimate materials without consent can fall under cybercrime and privacy laws. In Kenya too, there are laws protecting individuals from exploitation and non-consensual content sharing. So if the law exists, why has enforcement been slow? Is it because he is a foreigner? Is it because the women involved are being judged instead of being protected? Or is it because digital crimes are harder to prosecute when content spread across borders? These are uncomfortable questions, but they must be asked. I'll still get to the women. There is another layer to this story that many people are afraid to talk about. This is from a particular clip of a young lady who took this man to her family home. She fed him, she welcomed him. She allowed him to spend the night there. Now imagine that family. Imagine the parents, imagine the siblings, imagine the neighbors finding out that private moments recorded in the house are circulating online. That home will never feel the same again. Not because the family did anything wrong, but because one decision opened the door to someone who did not respect boundaries.
Hello? Oh, you have a big house. Hello? Oh, thank you.
Sit down.
Do you have water?
This is not about shaming women. This is not about attacking African women. It is about awareness. We live in a time where technology is small, powerful, and almost invisible. Some reports suggest he used smart glasses with hidden cameras, glasses that look like normal. No one would suspect that they are being recorded. That is the world we are living in. You could be talking to someone who appears friendly, kind, even charming, and you are being filmed without knowing it. Ladies, you have to be very careful. And not only to the ladies, also the men. Everybody really has to be careful because cameras can be planted in the cap, in the eyeglasses, on the shirt, just anywhere. You never can tell. It means privacy is no longer automatic. It must be protected intentionally. Now let's talk about something many people are saying quietly. This would never have happened if an African man traveled to Russia and tried this. Whether that is fully true or not, the point people are making is about power and perception. When foreigners come to African countries and exploit local women for content, it creates a damaging global image. It feeds stereotypes. It makes it seem like African women are easy targets. It reduces complex human beings into viral entertainment. And the world watches. This is where self-discipline comes in. Self-discipline is not about fear. It is about control. It is about asking, who is this person? Why are they interested in me? Love also comes into this discussion. Real love does not rush. It doesn't hide cameras. It does not upload your private moments for strangers to comment on. If someone truly cares about you, they protect your dignity, not expose it.
Hello. You look good, very good. What's your name?
Monica, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You live here?
Yes.
I too. I live here 2 days. Where are you going?
We're going back home.
Back home.
Yeah.
I would like to see you in the evening.
Maybe exchange contact.
What's up?
Yeah.
Awareness is the third pillar. Parents must talk to their daughters, not with anger, not with insults, but with honesty. Explain how the world works now. Explain that social media is permanent. Explain that some people travel not for tourism, not for culture, but for content. And sometimes that content comes at someone else's expense. That is the life we live in. That is the generation we are in. Young people also need digital awareness. Ask questions when someone insists on wearing glasses indoor at night. Watch body movements. Notice when someone positions themselves strangely. Pay attention when someone constantly checks their phone after private moments. These are not signs to panic. They are signs to be alert. At the same time, we must speak to the men too. Men must respect boundaries. Men must understand that recording someone without consent is never clever. It is not funny. It is not content. It is a violation. We cannot only teach our daughters to be careful. We must teach our sons too to be responsible. Now, let's address something important. Adults have the right to make personal decisions, right? We cannot police people's private choices, but private choices stop being private when someone turns them into public spectacle without permission. That is where the line was crossed. Some people online have responded by mocking the women, laughing and sharing memes, calling them names, but that reaction is part of the problem. Because when we shame victims, we protect the exploiter. When we focus only on the women's decision, we ignore the man who secretly recorded and published. Accountability must go both ways. This is to say, the women and this man is also to be blamed. Authorities in Ghana reportedly summoned diplomatic officials to address the matter. In Kenya, citizens have demanded investigation. Whether arrests will happen remains to be seen. Cross-border digital cases are complicated, but complicated does not mean impossible. The bigger issue is cultural impact. Every viral clip shapes perception. When foreigners see this video, they may generalize. They may assume African women are desperate or reckless. That narrative is very unfair and incomplete, but perception spreads quickly online. So, how do we respond? Not with denial, not with anger alone, but with growth. We strengthen our awareness, we educate our young people, we build stronger community conversations, we support victims instead of humiliating them. There is also a mental health side of this. Imagine discovering that your private moment is online. The shock, the fear, the embarrassment, the anxiety of relatives and family seeing it. That emotional damage can last for years. That is why digital consent is very serious. This situation should also push governments to tighten digital crime enforcement. Technology evolves faster than law. Hidden cameras, wearable tech, encrypted platforms. These tools makes exploitation easier. Law enforcement must adapt. But while we wait for the systems to improve, individuals must act wisely. Please, before inviting someone into your home, ask, do I truly know this person? What is their history? Why are they documenting everything? That is, if you are even aware that he is recording. Why are they documenting it? Because everybody claims to be a content creator. So before trusting someone with intimacy, ask, is this mutual respect? Or am I being treated like content? Because this is not funny. This is not about fear of foreigners. It is about caution with anyone you do not fully know, whether local or foreign. Some people have argued that the women involved were adults and therefore responsible for their choices. Yes, adults are responsible for their decisions, but responsibility does not cancel the right to privacy. Two things can be true at the same time. You can make a poor decision and someone else can commit a bigger wrong against you. Both realities can exist. The lesson here is not to hate, it is to learn. Africa is growing. Young people are connected globally. Social media has erased borders. But with the access comes risk. Not everyone smiling at you is safe. Not everyone complimenting you respects you. Self-worth really matters. When you value yourself deeply, you slow down, you question more, you protect your space. You don't rush into situations that could damage your relationship, marriage, or your future. Now, let's correct something very important. These women did not know he had a hidden camera. They were not performing for the internet. They were not knowingly creating content. They were not aware that their private moments were being captured. That changes the conversation. If someone approaches you kindly, speaks politely, maybe even acts interested in you, you may lower your guard. That is human. Especially in cultures like ours, where Africans are generally warm, welcoming and hospitable people. In Ghana, in Kenya, and across Africa, We are taught to be open, friendly, and kind to strangers. That is one of our greatest cultural strengths. But here is the painful lesson. Not everyone who smiles at you deserves access to you. I repeat that again. Not everyone who smiles at you deserves access to you. These women were reportedly interacting with him as a normal visitor, a foreigner exploring Africa, a man showing interest. They did not know that they were being secretly recorded. They did not know that their private lives would become online content. And that is where the real violation lies. When someone hides a camera, the situation becomes deception. It becomes manipulation and it becomes exploitation. Even if there was no camera, inviting someone you barely know into deeply personal spaces carries very big risk. Not because women are wrong to have choices, but because the world is not always safe. Some reports even suggest that married women were involved, and that raises another serious issue. Imagine a husband discovering that his wife's private moment with a stranger has gone viral without her even knowing she was recorded. That damage in the marriage would be deep. Trust would be shaken. Families would be affected. Children could be impacted emotionally. One hidden device, one dishonest person, an entire household suffers. This is why awareness is critical. This is why self-discipline is critical. Don't forget, now in today's world, the cameras can be hidden in glasses, pens, buttons, almost anything. Technology has advanced faster than our caution. Africans are kind people. We are hospitable people, but hospitality must now come with boundaries. Being nice does not mean being unguarded. Value yourself enough to move carefully. Respect yourself enough to slow down. Love yourself enough to protect your dignity.
One more, I want to say apologize from the Russian man because I'm Russian myself. And I think his way of trying to become famous or popular is not good. Hello guys, that's me, Alexandra Efia. So first of all, nobody should say that Ghana women are cheap because possibly, as far as I know, mentality of the people, when girls were giving him their numbers, I don't think necessarily they were thinking about some bad stuff or something. He's a foreigner. And you guys are friendly and hospitalative to the foreigners. I know it because I've been to Ghana 7 times and I'm not the person who just visited. I'm always stay when I come. So possibly the ladies were thinking that this is number one. Maybe he needs some help. Maybe since he's a man, maybe he will need some help in house so that she can make some money. Or maybe what I was thinking that maybe they were thinking about opportunity again to go to work abroad or something like that. I don't think that mother of 3 people keep talking about her bad, that she was like, no, please don't disgrace your people. And what I can also say that Ghana people, sometimes they're very friendly and sometimes even a little bit naive.
And for men, especially foreign visitors, understand this clearly. Exploiting someone's trust for online attention is not clever. It is dishonorable. If someone does not know that they are being recorded, that is not consent. And without consent, it is not content. It is violation. And there is also this psychological factor that we cannot ignore. In many African societies, foreign visitors, especially from Europe, are often viewed as being more financially stable, more exotic, or more socially elevated. This perception can influence how people respond to them. But here is the hard truth. Skin color does not equal character. Being foreign does not equal quality. And being from another country does not automatically mean better intentions. If an African man walked up to some of these women and behaved the same way, would he have been trusted as quickly? That is a question only individual can answer honestly within themselves. This is not about attacking the women. It is about self-reflection. When you value yourself deeply, you move differently. You don't rush. You don't get impressed by accent. You don't get carried away by appearance. You don't allow access too quickly. And for the parents watching this unfold, this is the time to talk. Not tomorrow, not next year. It is now. talk about relationships, talk about online dangers, recording devices, and dignity, not in a harsh way, but in a guiding way. The goal is not to control, the goal is for protection. And to the young women who may have been affected, this moment does not define you. One mistake, one wrong trust, one encounter does not erase your value. The person who violated your privacy carries responsibility too. As this story continues to circulate, one thing is clear: the digital age has changed the rules. Privacy must now be guarded intentionally. Consent must be clear and specific. Trust must be earned, not assumed. So we return to the original question: how did this happen? It happened because technology made secret recording easy. It happened because trust was given too quickly. It happened because someone chose views and money over respect. And it happened because digital awareness is still growing in many communities. But it does not have to happen again. With self-discipline, love for oneself, awareness, and strong family guardians, situations like this can be reduced, not eliminated completely, but reduced. Let this not just be another viral story. Let it be a turning point, a reminder that dignity matters, a reminder that consent is specific, a reminder that what feels private can become public in seconds, and a reminder that we must protect ourselves in a world where cameras can hide behind a simple pair of glasses. This conversation must continue, not in gossip, not in mockery, but in maturity, because the reputation of individuals, family, and even the nations can be affected by moments that should never have left the room. And if we learn from this, truly learn, then something good can still come out of something deeply troubling. That choice is ours to make.